In the neon glow, under solid skies, Bambi and Harlow, the spirit never dies. Dancing through the night, with laughter in the air, two souls intertwine, like a spark in a flare. Welcome to the show, where dreams come alive. With Bambi and Harlow, we're taking a dive. Together we'll shine, like the moon and the stars. In this vibrant life, we'll forget our scars. Bambi's laughter, a sweet melody. Harlow's charm, like a symphony. They're the rhythm and beat of a love so true. In this vivid dream, it's just me and you. Welcome to the show, where dreams come alive. With Bambi and Harlow, we're taking the dive. Together we'll shine, like the moon and the stars. In this vibrant life, we'll forget our scars. Spin us around, we'll light up the night. With every heartbeat, our future feels bright. Bambi and Harlow, a duo so fine. Join us, dear friends, let your hearts intertwine. Welcome to the show, we're ready to fly. With Bambi and Harlow, reach up to the sky. Together we'll shine, let the world see our glow. In this beautiful moment, let's steal the show.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Sisters in Grief. Hello, Bambi. Hello, chat. How is everybody doing today?
Been away for a while.
We have been away. We have been away for a while. I went on vacation, and then with Memorial Day and everything, we just the grief stream. It was a little too hard for us. Hi, Freeside, Emily.
Gangsta.
Yeah, this is a very hard subject for both me and Bambi. So,
well, the number one thing that I tell people when they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. How do you deal?" No, do not pity me. Do not feel sorry for me. Everybody goes through.
No.
Everybody has somebody die. I ain't the only one.
No.
Okay. Some people have children that die. I couldn't even imagine. So this is what I tell people. Life happens. You deal with it or you don't. I deal with it. Some days are fine. Some a little bit harder. Much like all of you. Some days you think, oh shit, I'm on top of the world. And then, the next day, maybe an hour later, something triggers you. And then you feel like, oh my God, this is going to last forever. In reality, it really doesn't. It just feels like it in that moment. That's why I always like to remind people when they're dealing with mental health or depression or those intense feelings of it's never going to get better. No feeling is final. Okay. If you don't understand what that means, I'll explain it. How you feel right now does not last forever. It just feels like it is, right? Are you happy 24/7? No. You're sad 24/7.
No.
It's not final. So how
pain
you feel
is
right
not
now,
pain is temporary. Always remember pain is temporary.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like it's forever, but it's really not. I mean, if you really look at your life and you look back at moments of tragedy, moments of happiness, did they last forever? Heck no. Some of you that are married, does that feeling of the day you walk down the aisle, do you feel that every single day you wake up? No. I mean, let's be real. No. Of course not. Those happy moments come and go, just like those bad moments come and go. You just got to learn how to cope with them. So leading up to that, anniversaries. I'm not talking, the day you get married, anniversaries, death anniversaries, day you got married, birthdays,
happy
moments, Anniversaries. How do you cope with it? How do you guys cope?
The dreaded death anniversary for me is you will see me completely change and shut down for like a whole week before December 10th rolls around. Like the whole beginning of December. I'm so psyched for Christmas and Thanksgiving because I love to decorate. Have a Christmas tree in literally every room in my house. It's ridiculous. And but for that one little week, I like go into myself. I can't talk to people. I'm not emotionally there. And I'm almost 13 years into this, and to be honest, it's the same to this day. Now, birthdays and wedding anniversaries, they hurt too. You guys were here when my birthday and our anniversary and his birthday all together, right? And that I was having a hard time. But once they were over, once I got past it, I got through it, I cried a lot, and I got through it onto the other side of it, I was better. I was better. But this year, I was actually on vacation, so that helped a lot, but I did kind of have a breakdown on my vacation one night about it. It just because he should have been there, it's the shoulda, woulda, couldas. We all play that shoulda, woulda, coulda game in our head when we lose somebody like that.
Yeah, but you can't. That's not healthy. You know that. I know that. It's
No,
not healthy.
it's not
What
healthy, but
What
it's
if?
but
What
it's
if?
normal.
Oh, no, you can't live in what if. What if he'll kill you?
No,
You know.
no, but it's human. I mean, it's human of us to do that.
Well, my wedding anniversary was in May, and some of you remember that day because I did the old got distracted myself. I was really busy that day, and I think it was at 6:00 in the evening. I was talking to Harlow, I think it was, and someone else on group, and I said, "Wow,
Mhm.
maybe I'm better. Maybe this grief thing isn't going to last forever because today's my wedding anniversary, and I didn't even think about it until just now." I find for
remember
me, I
that.
distract myself. I distract myself with other things so I don't think about it. I don't want to think about bad things. I don't want to think about that. I've wasted enough, like in this 3-year journey with my grief. And for those of you listening, and I know you are, Miss, I'm a licensed therapist. My licensed psychiatrist and licensed psychologist, I outrank you. I have a doctorate in psychology. I outrank you. Prolonged grief disorder, I have no survivor's guilt because I didn't cause it. Okay? There is no guilt on my end for what happened
No, of
because I
course
didn't cause
not.
it. There is no guilt. So for me to have prolonged grief disorder weighs in totally 100% with what my licensed psychiatrist says and my licensed therapist, who isn't you. So, as I was saying, we all find ways to cope. Coping is like number one, right? Coping is number one.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
we all cope in different ways. Some of those ways healthy, some of those unhealthy. Well, what do you mean unhealthy? Okay, unhealthy coping is some people, they're so overtaken with grief, they'll lay in bed. They'll totally shut down. They
Mhm.
won't talk to society. They shut down. That's not healthy.
Yes.
Those people who, and this is a different kind of grief, but like those who, there are certain women, when they lose a relationship, a man, they'll start sleeping with every guy on the fucking
Mhm.
block because they want that love that they had with the person that they don't have no more. That's unhealthy coping. Or
Mhm.
people who
Mhm.
eat. Some people use food to cope. And
Yes,
food's
people
great.
drink.
Yeah, it's people drink.
People
They turn to
drink.
drugs.
They turn into, they go to the bar, then one turns into 5 and 5 turns into 12 a
Yeah.
day. It's a no-ending cycle, and that's the way a lot of people deal with any kind of grief,
Alcohol.
whether it's a
I'm
spouse
gonna
or whatever.
I'm going to stress this with every fiber of my body.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol does not cure grief. It does not cure depression. Alcohol will make it worse. Alcohol's a depressant.
Yes,
You
and
know,
it makes it
maybe
worse.
the first drink you have, maybe the first time you get drunk, you'll think, "Ooh, I feel great." But then go get drunk the next day, and then the next day after that. You
Ugh,
don't feel so great. It's a
I don't
depressant.
miss those days.
It's a depressant, you know? I mean, you don't use depressants to cure depressant, you know, a depressed person. It's not wise. So, alcohol's not gonna cure your grief. Alcohol's drugs, and I'm talking illegal drugs, heroin, cocaine,
Mhm.
methamphetamine. Those are not going to cure your grief. It's just going to put a Band-Aid on it. It's going to put a Band-Aid on it. In fact, over time, that addiction that you are going to form for that drug, because what you're really doing is self-medicating to cover up the fact that you can't come to terms with what you've lost, which is okay. I mean, I get it. Those feelings are normal, and it's okay to feel that way. What I'm saying is, you have to find a healthy, constructive way to cope with your feelings. Alcohol, drugs is not the way to do it. Not the way to do it. I mean, and if anybody takes offense to that, sorry I offended you. Not really sorry. Because I've seen so many people fall because they get depressed, they start drinking, then they just spiral. Or they start using drugs, heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, and then again, they just spiral. Like it makes their life
Horrible.
better. Like they're already suffering inside,
Mhm.
right? With depression or whatever it is they're battling. They're already
They're
suffering.
self-medicating because they're trying to numb that
Exactly.
pain.
Exactly.
They're
And
trying to numb it, and
unfortunately,
it has to be felt. What do I always say? Pain
those things
demands
will
to be
destroy you,
felt.
unfortunately. They make you
Yeah,
feel
they
good at
will.
first. I mean, they make you feel good at first, which is like a trick, you know? Your brain's all tricked. Your brain's thinking, ooh, I feel great. Well,
Mhm.
you know, see where you're at 6 months from now. Are you feeling great when
Exactly.
you're you know, homeless? Feeling great when you got no money because all you can think about is methamphetamine? Feeling great
Is
then?
drinking, yeah, or doing drugs or
Or
yeah,
drinking? I mean, you feeling great when you're sitting there
yep.
shaking because you need a beer? Tell me how great you feel then. I mean, just something to think about, you know, because we're going to talk about positive coping and negative coping. Positive coping. Some people use meditation. Me, in the beginning of my whole grief, I don't know what you want to call it, my journey with grief, for lack of better words, I would
I'll
craft
be
a
right
lot.
back.
I would craft a lot, and some of you remember that I was making like all kinds of mad stuff. Um, I don't know. At least for me, and I don't like talking about me, but I find keeping myself busy. Now, how I cope, I make my videos. I take my grief out on all of you on YouTube. On my grief, you are all getting it taken out on. Nah, I'm just kidding. But no, now I use YouTube. I use YouTube to help others. Make my funny cartoons. That's how I cope as of late. What about you guys in chat? We got 11 people watching. You guys don't have any comments on how you cope? Any ideas on coping skills that you may suggest? I see. All right, I can keep talking. All right. Let's talk about something that hits a little harder. This is going to be like ice water hitting you in the face right now. So buckle up. The guilt that follows joy. What does that mean? That's that weird shame, you know, when you laugh or you enjoy something after loss. You know, it reminds everyone that feelings of joy doesn't mean they're removed or forgotten. It just means you're surviving. Okay. It's okay to laugh. It doesn't mean that you forgot the person that you care about. It's okay to keep living your life. But, you know, and Harlow and I have talked about this previously, the guilt. It's the guilt of when you lose somebody. Like, going out, or, if you try to date, a lot of people have guilt of that. Like they're betraying the person that they lost. No, you're not betraying that person. And it's okay to feel that way, but feelings of joy is okay. It's okay to keep living. They died, not you. And if you really think about it, do you think your loved one would want you miserable? Think they'd want you unhappy? No, of course not. Just like if you were to die, you wouldn't want your loved ones here to be miserable or unhappy. Right, Emily? Yeah, well, I don't know if you're being serious or if you're like joking, but if you're being serious, that's, you know what? Everybody handles that kind of trauma differently. Anxiety, uncomfortableness. Like, I never judge people when I see them on TV when a loved one's been murdered. Like, people judge right away. Oh, they should be upset. They should be crying. That kind
Yeah,
of
they're not
trauma.
grieving right or something.
Yeah.
How are you
hits people-
supposed to grieve? I mean, there's no right or wrong way to grieve.
What do you want them screaming like a fool on the camera? Screaming and yelling like a madman? Is that, what does that do? And like we've talked about this before, sometimes grief hits people at different times. You may not feel it right away. You may not feel it until like for me, the real impact of my husband's death didn't hit me till 4 weeks later. 4 weeks later, then it just boom, fucking hit me. And I was crippled for 2 goddamn years. So it all hits people at different time periods. For 4 weeks straight, I thought, I'm fine. I'm good. This is going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Then 4 weeks later, it fucking hit me and everything just, the realization. And even now, every day, I'm still reminded of what I lost, certain things. Like we've talked, you don't really realize how much you rely on a person until they're not around anymore. Like, I didn't realize how much I relied on him around the house just for like man stuff until really.
Oh my God, the first time that I tried to mow the grass, because he wouldn't let me do stuff like that. He was that type of person. And the first time I tried to weed eat something, oh my God. I took the heads off of all of the solar lights.
Did they catch the person that did it? I hope you get justice. And you know what? Just give yourself time. Give yourself time. There's no time limit on grief. There's no proper way to grieve. There's no time limit. Anybody that tries to tell you otherwise, you tell them to go suck a dick, because it's just not. That's not the way it works. Everybody's different. Everybody
quite literally tell them to go that.
Yeah, tell them I told you to say it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Well, here's a big question. Harlow, I'm going to address this to you. Who are you now? And what I mean by that is, who are you, identity? Who are you now after the identity crisis that I'm sure you had after your husband's death? Who are you now? You get what I'm saying? Like, what I mean is, when somebody close to you dies, you die with them.
Part of you does. Mm-hmm.
You pretty much die with them, and you're a new person after that. You have to learn how to live differently. New identity, and I don't mean identity like you change your goddamn name, but you're a different person now. Like for me, I was married 22, I was with this man 22 years. And to not have that anymore, that person I was is no longer here. I'm no longer that Bambi. Now I'm a different Bambi. And I had to find out who I was. Like I always called it, I got to restart my life again. How long did
it take you to figure it out?
January of this year.
Wow. Okay.
I really thought it was going to be forever. I mean, how many times I sit on IG with you guys and be like, man, it's going to be forever. I got to figure shit out. What do I do now? And how many times? And then, I don't know, in January, I don't know. I just changed. And time to start my life. I've sat around for 2 years too fucking long, circling my wheels. No, now it's time to act. Now it's time to get off my ass, start my fucking life over. I was a person before my husband. Okay, I was an independent. I was a person. I had a life before him. And now I've got to build a life without him, which is fine. That's just the way it is. Life happens. Same as you, Harlow. It's the way it is. I've had a talk with our friend in New York,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and he said, think about that, Bambi. He goes, you're remembering who you were. And he's right. I am. I'm remembering who I was before the person I loved, you know, before that person. If that makes sense. So who are you?
It took me years to figure it out, because if I'm not Michael's wife, then who the hell am I, right?
Right? Well, when you marry somebody, your whole identity is wrapped in theirs.
Right. Everything. I mean,
Together.
I'd only sang in church. Michael never stepped foot in a bar, ever. So the whole time I was with him, I never went to a bar. I never went to sing karaoke, nothing like that. I had a karaoke machine at the house. I sang in church. Other than that, I never did anything like that. But I found myself staying in place for many years because I didn't know what to do. So I was just like, I was content to be Mrs. Stamper until I died. Right?
Yeah.
So,
you know, KFam, it's all right, KFam, to feel that way. It's okay. Really.
mm-hmm.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Aww.
And Tyree, you'll get there, man. Don't. Okay, first off, don't expect things. Okay, don't expect to fix it yourself. Okay, handle it yourself. Don't expect that. You know, you'll handle it in your own way. You'll deal with it in your own way, but it's okay to need help along that way. You will get there. It's still new and fresh, so give it time. Your time, not anybody else's. Your time.
I think once 2019 rolled around, that's when I decided that I was going to figure out who I am. That's when I moved into another home, completely redid it. That's when I embraced everything pink and everything that I like, and I didn't have to worry about like what anybody else thought about it. It was just me. What do I like? I like a pink house. I want everything pink. I want it different shades pink. I don't care what anybody else says. They're not living here. This is mine, right? And so, I mean, like literally all the way down to the silverware in the drawer, I changed everything in my house. And and it took a long time because I had to figure out, you know, what do you like? Because you're not thinking of what they like, you're thinking of what do you like? What do you want? What do you like, right? And it takes time. It really, really does.
Yep.
And I look back on it now and I think, wow, what this huge change that I went through. But emotionally, mentally, emotionally, just in every way, physically, definitely, I'm not the same person.
No, definitely not. I'm definitely not the same person. 100% not. Nope. And that's okay. That's why I'm talking about it. You change, you turn, and you learn. They die, but you end up living a different life than the one you once had. That life died, unfortunately. And don't look at it as a negative thing. Turn it into a positive thing.
No, it was a positive thing because when Michael died.
No, I mean just in general, the group listening. Just don't think of it as a negative thing. Think of it as positive. You get to, reinvent yourself.
That's basically what I did.
Do the things you want to do. Do what makes you happy.
Look at pictures of me from 13, 15, 14 years ago. And then look at pictures of me today. Those are two completely different people.
Right.
Now, people can post them on here and say, this is what she really looks like. No, honey, that's what I looked like 13 years ago. And that's what weight loss and all the other stuff that I did. I don't
worry about the past. I worry about the present and the future.
Right.
About the past.
Right. But I was like, sometimes I catch myself wondering sometimes, would he even know me? Would he even recognize me? Would he even love me if he was to come back?
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You know why that doesn't matter? Because we don't think about what ifs.
Mm-hmm.
What ifs will drive you crazy? What if I walk outside and get hit by a car?
Right.
What if I get hit by lightning? What if a tornado blows my house away? What if? I'll never leave my goddamn house.
I think it's just a normal human thing, the what if.
No, I know what you're saying. I don't know. I guess I don't think like that. I don't know. Life is too short to live in the what ifs and to worry about what could have been. Shit. When people ask me, Yo, Bambi, would you, if you could go back in time and be anything, would you? No. Who would you be? I'd be me. And they always look at me like I'm crazy. Let me explain. When you're born, there's a million, billion, trillion different yous you could be. Pam could have been a surgeon. Kyrie could have been a fucking astronaut. You could have been an investigative journalist. I could have been FBI agent Bambi Palermo. Millions, zillions different me's. But no. Through choices of others and influences of others and choices I made on my own, I am the person that I chose to be. Just like all of you. You chose to be the people that you are.
Right.
Yes, some of the circumstances were influenced by others, but in the end, you chose. So no, I am the person I want to be. I chose that 46 years ago. I'm sorry, did that blow your mind?
No, I agree. The only thing that I would do differently if I could go back and do it all over again is I wouldn't be scared. I would tell that young girl that I would not be scared of anything that was coming her way. That you handle it. And you handle it with grace.
You can still do that. Right?
Yes.
You ever thought about writing a letter to yourself, to that inner child?
Yes, I have. I have done that.
Well, then there you go. You've already handled it. You don't need to worry about going back. You've already handled it.
I think everybody has something. Like I wouldn't have sold that one car I had. That's for damn sure.
Oh, regrets? Oh, sure. Everybody's got regrets. How I got regrets. I wish I would have listened to my gut instinct when my gut instinct told me not to rob that store on 105th Street, but I did it anyways. We all have regrets. All of us. I mean, you know, it all happens. Yeah, if you ask some people, they want to accuse me of being an FBI agent. Nah, not with my rap sheet. You're right. You caught me. Kay didn't quit blowing my cover. See, that whole rap sheet, it's all fake. The FBI put that out there. It's all fake. So I was on the cover and you just blew my cover. Damn it, Caden.
You're not supposed to tell that. What are you doing?
Maybe in some another bizarre alternate Pizzaverse universe, maybe. And not in this one.
Bizarro Pizza World. Oh my God.
Okay, well, now we're at the other half of the show where we just kind of talk about happy stuff. Because we don't want to leave you guys all depressed and feeling like, oh, I hate my life. No, we don't want that. This show is not supposed to be depressing. It's supposed to be like uplifting. You're supposed to feel better about what you're dealing with. And like I tell people, we don't just talk about grief. We also mental health. I mean, shit. Mm-hmm. I'll talk to you all day about mental health. You know. So, did you see the commercial that I put out?
I loved it. Yes.
Isn't that dope? You were a jazz singer. You were a singer down in Georgia when Goku met you. Like, that's instead of like throwing all the flashbacks into like season 2, I figure I'll just do a commercial where you kind of get an idea of the history of these characters. You know, so that's. And I'm going to start a new series. I think every week I'm going to go live at like nighttime before, probably maybe on a Saturday. Not sure yet. I'm still working it out. Where I'm going to drop a twisted fairy tale every week, calling it Bambi's Twisted Tales. These aren't your mom and dad's childhood fantasies. It definitely ain't Disney's. Yeah, I think I'm going to start doing that once a week. I know, I'm having fun ruining people's childhoods. I'm enjoying it.
I'm going to be doing the late night lipstick confessions.
I mean, think about that, Harlow. The hell was Snow White doing shacked up with 7 guys? 7 disabled guys, because they're supposed to be dwarfs, right? So these are like little people, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I'm not PC, so I ain't doing the PC shit. What the fuck she doing shacked up with 7 dudes? Sounds like she's running like some little fucking scam there in the forest.
She's living off their government checks.
She is. She's eating off their food. They're out working in the mines all goddamn day while she's lounging around the fucking house. Snow White, my ass. Please.
I mean, don't they do like all the chores?
Well, if you believe Disney's version, she's the one cleaning with the little forest animals, which that in itself is a load of bullshit. Nah, you know she's sitting around that house like Kate Bundy, eating fucking bonbons, watching TV, not cleaning. While the dwarves are at work all day. I mean, Sleepy.
So the true story is she's an animal hoarder.
Why do you think Sleepy was so goddamn sleepy? Sleepy was a junkie. Why do you think he was sleepy all the goddamn time? Yeah. You know, and what in the hell is she doing taking food from strangers? So some old bitch rolls up with an apple. Here, take this. Oh, thank you. I know it may not be poisoned. I mean, come on. You ain't buying that. Get out of here. And then take Cinderella. You really buying that shit? You know, no. Cinderella. That whole story is about a woman sliding in to take the throne, right? She wants vengeance. That old stepmother and the sisters killed her old man. Total vengeance. It's not a story of love and happily ever after. It's a story of vengeance, betrayal, and slitting a prince's throat. Cinderella is not the hero, ladies and gentlemen. Salute. Like I said, Bambi, fucking forget about it. That deer's gone rabid. That deer's out for blood. Forget hunting in that forest. Nah, you're welcome, man. No problem. Anytime.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
just saying. You know, if you look at Rapunzel, that's a whole story about child abuse. First off, the bitch stole the kid, right? Stole the kid, hides her out, kidnaps her, keeps her locked in a fucking tower. You can't go anywhere, brainwashes her. The world hates you. You know, typical Stockholm syndrome kind of shit. No, it's not a fairy tale. It's a fucking nightmare. But I'm going to be bringing them to life in Bambi's Twisted Tales coming real soon. So what's this lipstick confession thing? You gonna get motherfuckers to come up and like tell their darkest secrets?
No, it's just me talking.
Yeah. Just you talking? Are you gonna be telling your darkest secrets?
I might touch on some other people's dark secrets.
Oh. So you're gonna be snitching on other people and giving their dark secrets. So it's not your lipstick confessions, it's other motherfuckers' lipstick. Okay, I got you. I will not be on that show. No, ma'am. Can't have you calling me out. No, you know all my dark secrets. I can't have that. You know all of them.
It's a spicy show.
You know where I keep the money buried.
That's all I'm saying. It's a spicy show.
Spicy. Oh yeah, because they think you talk like this on purpose, right?
Apparently.
You always talk like that. And, oh, I'm so sorry if you talk quieter because it's nighttime and you don't want to wake the neighbors. I get that. I don't sound as sensual.
Well, anybody automatically talks quieter at night when they're laying down.
Exactly. They're geniuses.
They're not the smartest ones in the bunch, I'm telling.
No, definitely not the smartest. I had a mofo say to me today, call up my job. Bitch, I know where you work. You better start pumping gas. I know where you sleep. I know where your children sleep. I know where your ex sleeps. I know where your mama sleeps. Call my bluff. I'll start posting. And even more so, I'll have a motherfucker outside on the sidewalk taking pictures for me to post. Call my bluff, DV boy. I don't like men that beat women. I'll run ship on you. I mean, do I need to come paddle your ass again? Does Mama Bambi need to teach you a lesson in humility? Consider it done. Consider it done. Like I said, these are Pizzaverse rules.
Yeah, I mean, for somebody who likes to beat women, he likes to run his mouth a lot.
Let me tell you something, DV boy. Only weak women let you beat them. I'll break your jaw. Capiche? Nah, I'd break his fucking jaw. You fucking put your hand on me, your jaw's getting broken. Probably with whatever item I can grab to bash you in the face with. That's how I play. You know, it's like people are so dumb. They think that other adults are going to let you physically harm them. And you're just going to, stand there? That what these like people think? And it's so ridiculous. It really is. It's the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen. It's like no one is going to stand there and let you physically harm them. No one. I wish I lived in the same fairy tale world some of these people live in.
I just don't understand how they talk about us, but we don't go to their page. We don't
Nope.
freaking
I don't
snipe
share their
their
shit.
crap.
No idea what they're saying. Don't care.
No,
Don't
we
share their
don't like
shit. Don't
write a
watch. I don't
whole
care.
freaking War and Peace novel. They're saying that my picture
I'm busy. Let me put it to you clearly. I'm busy rocking with people who have 100K subs, 50,000 subs, 30,000 subs, people that have 5K watching their show plus. I ain't got time for you. I'm busy rocking with winners while you're still spinning your wheels being losers. I'm busy. We're busy. Harlow and I are busy. I have no idea what they say. Don't care. No idea. I'm busy
I mean,
being
it's
successful.
just funny. Like, I have a picture of me taking my coat off, right, from when I was in a
Not your
karaoke
coat.
bar.
No.
Oh my God. She doesn't have arms, right?
No, you're an amputee. You're a fucking gimp. You're an amputee. You can't even work your mic. You have to use your tongue to turn your mic on. Yeah, they caught you, Harlow.
That's what I do. I use my
caught
tongue.
Why have you been lying to these people? Why'd you tell these people you're a gimp? Why are you lying to these people, Harlow?
Hey, ALV.
Hey,
How you
ALV, what's
doing?
up? How are you? We're at the second half of our show. We just kind of laugh it up because we don't like
Yeah.
our grieving support people to be all depressed. I know I don't want
Right.
to be depressed after
Right.
this shit. I don't want to be depressed. How are you, ALV? What's going on, man? What is going on? ALV's got some good ghost stories. If you like ghost stories, sub up to ALV.
Absolutely. He's got great ghost stories.
Yes. And feel free to drop your link. Hey fam, can you drop ALV's link for me, please? Greatly appreciated, sir. Nah, but
Somebody told me the other night, last time I did my late night show, that my
right.
voice was ASMR.
Hmm.
I never thought about that because
I don't use those trendy tones. I don't use those trendy words.
I don't either. I'm just like, okay, whatever. And then I was just telling a story about how when me and Michael lived in that cabin, we had a pond, and we had a pet catfish named One-Eyed Willie. He had one eye, and I used to feed him peanut butter puffs, and he was huge. This catfish was huge, and he would come up, he'd follow me around the pond, and I'd throw peanut butter puff cereal out there, and he'd come up and open this huge ass mouth and swallow peanut butter puffs and a whole bunch of bluegill with it. It was the funniest thing. I actually got a picture of it.
Mm-hmm. I made a cartoon about
it. Well, Mikey went, because he was a little boy. He's the one that snagged him through his eye, right? Because he was down there in the bottom, buried in the mud. And so I had to make up this whole story about how One-Eyed Willie had a CNI frog named Fluffy the fish, or Fluffy the frog. And he helped him go to work and helped him go to the store down there. I said, there's like a whole fish city down there that we can't see underwater.
Not to interrupt, but that would be a great kid story. You
should. It would. It really would.
You should look at writing that up. That would be a good kid story. It shows, how to, you got the disabled person, you got people helping them. I mean, that would be a good kid story. It shows kindness, all that shit. You should.
Yeah, and Fluffy, cartoon Fluffy the frog was kind of a smart ass, and One-Eyed Willie asked him, what kind of frog's name is Fluffy? And he looked at him and he goes, well, what the hell kind of fish is named One-Eyed Willie? Get the hell out of here. And then they became just like really good friends, and they'd go on all these adventures together, and it's great. So somebody took my fish story and made a fake account named One-Eyed Willie, the catfish.
I don't.
And I'm like, who has the time?
Who cares?
That's exactly where I got that name from. Excuse me. That's exactly where I got it. was the One-Eyed Willie from the Goonies. That's exactly where I got that name. Because I was like, we're gonna get him an eye patch, and he's gonna wear an eye patch, and Fluffy the Frog is gonna help him go get around and stuff.
Right.
It was cute.
Nice.
So then I had to start telling Mikey stories at night because he was like 8 years old, 7, 8. I used to have to start telling him bedtime stories about the fish and the frog. I had him driving fish cars and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
He was hysterical. He didn't know what it was because it was covered in mud. Because it looked like a big giant monster because he had buried itself. And then after I got him cleaned up and got the hook out of his eye, I kind of tried to push his eye back in. That wasn't helping. So I was like, yeah, that's not going to work. And then he started freaking out. Oh my God, I've blinded him. I was like, no, he's going to get an eye patch. He's going to go to the eye doctor and get an eye patch and get a CNI frog.
Like a pirate.
Thindu should do an ASMR show. Thindu would be great.
Yes. So when are you launching your little nighttime thing? Is it going to be like tonight, weekends?
I've had 2 of them so far this week. I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know if I'm going to do it like 3 times a week or if it's just going to. I got to get on a schedule with it. I know that. So that way people will know, when to do it and stuff like that. But
next week on the Coffee Gossip Brew, we're going to be interviewing the one, the only Goga. He's going to be on the show. We're going to chat it up with him.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's
yes, I talked to him today. We're going to chat it up. I think we're going to have some other people maybe drop in this week, chat it up with us. We're going to learn about them. They're going to promote their channels. ALV, love to have you on. You should come on. I'm going to be interviewing the one, the only Jacob Waters, CEO of Nice Guy YouTube, Nice Guy Corporation. Nicest guy on the internet, Mr. Waters. Saturday, that's going to be Sunday at 7. I think Harlow's going to be joining me. It'll be over on my channel. I think Harlow's going to be joining me for that one over there. And then Goga will be over here. And we got some other things brewing. Nah, you don't understand. I have yet to interview you, AOB. I got some questions. I need to chat it up with you. Chat it up.
You said I'm pretty boring.
Not boring. I'll get to drop a cartoon on you. You'll be like, "Oh, Bambi." It'll be hilarious.
Oh my God! When you do make a cartoon, make sure to include the skeleton guy.
Yes, I'm gonna probably do like a cartoon based on his show, his ghost stories, like him doing a live stream, like something happens. Maybe a ghost pays him a visit of like Shakespeare or something. Maybe a wine like aficionado that's passed comes and like criticizes him for his wine tasting. I don't know. So gotta work it out. So I gotta work this shit out. You know how my mind works. Come up with something. It'll be good. Yes, Lenny, Victor, and Edgar. Yes, I love your little skeletons. I do. I like it. I like that kind of stuff. And I like the way you tell the story. The problem is I'm always asleep. I always miss his show. So I have to catch the replay.
Right.
Because I'm either asleep or I'm busy doing a late night appearance somewhere. I'm like never You never get to do anything fun. My whole life is work. What are you doing? Working. What are you doing?
It's been
Working.
crazy.
What are you
It's
doing?
been
Working. Always. What are you
it's
doing?
been pretty
Networking.
crazy with us lately.
It's been crazy couple of weeks.
It has been crazy. We
Exactly.
haven't had a
Crazy.
chance to do anything.
No, I had a chance to breathe. I think this is the first time today I've kind of been able to breathe, I think, for a little while in the past like 2 weeks. I've been able to kind of decompress and kind of relax a little bit.
What do you mean we work you to death? Are you kidding?
I know they work me to death. I know.
No. K-Fam is saying we work him to death.
Bitch, please. Please. You know what, motherfucker? I'm playing the world's smallest violin, and it's playing a song just for your overworked ass. How about that, K-Fam? Fucking crybaby. This is a fucking pizza verse. What the hell are you doing crying? You know, crying in the pizza verse. We don't cry. No.
Wait a minute. What do you mean there's no crying in the pizza
Crying in the
verse?
pizza
I
verse?
cry all the time.
No. Well, that's because you're a big crybaby. What do you want from me? We got to toughen
I
you
know.
up.
I cry when I'm happy. It's a weird thing. It's nuts.
It has. It has been a long, good couple of weeks. Really.
It has.
Really has been.
And it has been an exciting couple of weeks. Oh my gosh.
Roller coaster.
Hey,
Really, it's been
Bambi,
like a roller coaster.
I heard that we make our extra money on YouTube with that. It's not that we make it off YouTube, it's we make it off of OnlyFans.
No, I make money off of how I make money on YouTube is not for YouTube per se, because I could get monetized right now if I want to.
Mm-hmm.
I make money off of people hiring me to make cartoons for them, to make, I don't know, their books come to life. They use me for my skills, not my sex. Sorry. That's what Palermo Production does. You need a cartoon? Hit me up. You need a thumbnail? Hit me up. Now, you want a story written? Hit me up. That's what I do over here. Right? That's what we do. That's how I make lots of extra money. And I'm making bank off this shit.
Yeah.
So much so that I'm going to turn my business into an IEI next month. Official. Palermo Productions business will be licensed, trademarked, and then I'm really going to bring the hammer on some of you YouTubers. You use my shit, get legally sued and pay me. Not pay me royalties. That's how this is going to work. Because I don't like people stealing from my business. So if you're monetized and stealing my shit, I'm coming after you financially.
Mm-hmm.
Put that in your fucking pipes and smoke it. That's how people win. So yeah, that's how I restarted my life after my husband's death. I'm starting a whole new company. I'm doing a whole new different thing. I'm, doing my thing. I mean, yeah, I got my own business right now, my consulting that I do, but I'm going to be doing what I really like to do. Making movies, making stories,
Mm-hmm.
Having things come to life, being the creative person that I am. So that's how I started over. This is how I started my new chapter after grief.
It really is. It's been so awesome lately.
Sorry, LLC and
I've had a
EIN.
blast.
Yes, it's going to be an LLC, EIN, and it's going to be 100% taken off very soon.
And
Merch store, all that. Yep, and I'm going to get a trademark, so motherfuckers are going to be screwed. Be crying.
what about
dreams?
What about the merch? Have you heard anything back about that? Have you guys decided on the
We are still deciding on, me and my partner are
designs
still
and stuff?
deciding on, not so much designs as so much on the distributor. We haven't quite decided on the distributor yet. We're still looking at different distributors. Kind of like with the whole thing that we're doing with our show, with this shopping around,
Mm-hmm.
getting our ducks in a row, trying to get everything situated. As soon as we figure out a distributor, I'll let you know. Because believe me, as soon as the store opens, everyone's going to know. Because there's a lot of people that want merch. I get requests all the time from people. Nah, you want to be on vacation? Be on vacation. I'll be here. What's a week? What's 2 weeks? It's all good.
I've already had my vacation this year. And I want another one.
I'm going to, who am I kidding? I never take a vacation. Never mind. Who the fuck am I kidding? Never mind. I was going to say the 3rd and 4th, but never mind. No goddamn well, I'm going to be working no matter what. No matter where I'm at. 4th of July, I'm going to be like making videos and fucking off. Just know it.
4th of July, I will be in Lake Cumberland.
I might even go live at the 4th of July because I'm going to be at a party, so I might even go live. Hang out with you guys for a little while. Yep, I might. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to see if I have to get everybody in the group to sign privacy agreements. Can I use your likeness? I'm just kidding. What's up, Chi-Chi? How are you?
Hey, Chi-Chi.
Did you see the newest commercial for Neon? I can't wait. Chi-Chi already knows she doesn't know about what's going on in season 1. She just knows like a little bit of what I'm doing with season 2. So I'm real excited, especially about her character. I think her character is going to add another layer of dramatics and another layer of like intrigue to the show. I think. And I think I told you what her character is going to be, didn't I?
No.
She's going to play Corinne DeStefano. I'm not going to tell you what her job is yet. I'll tell you on the back end. I don't want these people to know. AKA Chi-Chi. You're gonna love her fucking story. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Nah, dude, I've already been like talking to Vinny about like, I'm like, yo, what should we do with Chi? What should we do with Chi-Chi? And I was like, here's what I'm thinking. And he's like, oh, you know how Vinny is. He's like, oh, Bambi. Okay. So I have no idea how the opening, her character is going to get introduced yet. Well, I mean, I kind of got to, I'm not sure. I'm still mapping it out. Still mapping it out. Yeah. I don't even know what's going to happen in this. I know like a couple of things that we're going to do in season 2, but as for the whole show, no fucking clue. I haven't even begun writing. I've just been like mapping out ideas that I've got to, at some point, we've got to put into one big cohesive fucking series. That's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to do. I think. And the cool thing about season 2 is you're really going to see who these characters are. You're going to bleed with them.
That's what I like about the season 2 is because in the season 2
you're going to see the history.
You get to know the past of each character and where they came from and all that stuff.
Like that commercial I dropped today tells you a little bit of the past of kind of who they are. But like season 2, we're going to have flashback. I mean, you're really going to see these characters, like who they come from, how they know each other, how they got entwined. Like you're going to bleed with these people. You're going to cry and you're going to want to kill. Like season 2 is going to be all out war. Because there's a devil in New York City. And he's going to rain hellfire upon all these characters. All of them. No one's going to escape unscathed in season 2. Might even catch a body or 2 this season. Just might. What's up, Primo? How are you? I need to consult with Primo. I need to consult with you. Do you just on my email? You need to like, or wait, you have my number, right? I need you to text me because I need to consult with you because, well, I need to consult with you on Neon Yor, my mob soap. What I want to consult with you on is some Chicago shit. Like, I want to get authenticity. And I'm not talking names or nothing, because every name in my show is fake. Totally 100% fake. Just kind of for authenticity purposes, I want to ask, like, there's certain questions I want to ask.
We
Mainly
definitely gotta hook up, Primo, so we can talk about that that music show that you want to do.
Mainly about the atmosphere and the scene of the south side of Chicago. Like, is mainly my question, is one of my main questions, and kind of, because, like, you know, I go for authenticity with my shit. No half-ass bullshit. Okay, let me email you real quick. Because as you guys know, I do consult with people. And what I mean by people is some people I consult with are actual XYZ guys. Some people I consult with lived in neighborhoods with certain characters. So I try to keep the stuff authentic. I consult with various different people on especially my mob content. I consult. And I always consult before I drop a name. Like, if I'm doing a documentary and there's a name that's going to be dropped in it, I always consult people if I have a link to the person. If not, then, you know, fair game. But I always try to consult, because I ain't trying to tell other people's stories. I'm just trying to tell history as it's seen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really my take on, like, mob stuff, crime stuff, is
Look me up on Messenger,
history.
Primo.
Is I'm about, like, the history of it. The history of organized crime, the history of serial killers. Like, who are these people? Like, how did these figures able to operate for so long in society and law enforcement, and everybody just let them? Like, how, you know what I'm saying? Like, the history behind it. Not so much the characters, because the characters, they're all the same. They're all scumbags. They're all scumbags. They are. I mean, let's be real here. Extort their own people, murder, kill husbands, kill wives, kill women, push drugs. Scumbags. So it's like, I like to know why history allows scumbags to rise into power like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how? You know, and human corruption is quite the thing, especially in history. And that kind of stuff interests me. It ain't about being a tough guy or, oh, he was a man of honor. No. None of these motherfuckers were a man of honor. None of them. Oh, he never ratted. Okay, so he never ratted. How many daughters went to bed without their fathers? How many mothers are sitting at home wondering, where's my son at? Because he's buried in a fucking unmarked grave somewhere in Staten Island. How many? That's all I'm saying is, these people are the devil. And anybody that wants to worship, light a candle, say he was a man of honor, the greatest fucking guy, goes against everything I am as a Catholic, goes everything against I am as a fucking person. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Those are the top 3 things of the mob: stealing, adultery, and murder. Top 10 commandments, right? They break every one on repeat. And those are people you want to follow? Those are people you want to fanboy for? These are people you want to hold a candle to? Nah, I'm good. I'll hold a candle to people like, I don't know, Meucci, the guy that invented the telephone. I'll hold a candle to people like Michelangelo. I'll hold a candle to people in Italian history that made a real impact and made a change, not the scumbags. Yeah, well, like I said, Primo, no disrespect to you, sir, because, you know, we kind of know a lot of the same people. Yeah, great fellas, great guys. But in reality, behind closed doors, things that aren't talked about at parties, there's bodies buried. Wives without their
Thank you,
husbands.
Renee.
Children without their fathers. businesses that got busted out and extorted, men that got beaten. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they may be good to you, they may be good to me, but think of all the things they did. Horrible things. Look at Tony fucking Spilotro. You know how many motherfuckers I know that guy? Or like know his son? Or know people that ran with him? Oh, he was such a great guy. Oh, he's the nicest fella. Well, was he a nice fella when he put like 3 bullets in that woman's brain? Was he a nice fella when he put that scumbag's head in a vice upside down until his eye popped out? Nice fella, right? Get what I'm saying? I get the whole, I mean, look at who I am. I know nice fellas. I get it. Yeah, they're nice fellas. They're nice to their family. They're nice to their friends. But in the back of your mind, Primo, you got to know. Yeah, sure, they're nice to you. Same motherfucker will put a bullet in your head if he thinks you're fucking snitching. Same person. Your brother. That you'd want to call him. Oh, that's my family. Same person would put a bullet in your fucking head if they thought you were talking to the wrong person. Not really a good person. Not really a good guy. And again, this is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with me. That's just how I feel about it. I am not a fangirl for the Italian mob. I'm a truth teller when it comes to it. I pull back the curtain and say, look at the ugliness. Because you know what? Somebody's got to tell the fucking truth, right? Somebody's got to tell the goddamn truth.
That's a bad scene. Primo, you got it? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Primo and I's going to the Field of Dreams.
That's awesome. I love that movie. Is it still there?
Yep, it is.
Oh, man.
I don't know if they still do the every year like Yankees baseball game there anymore. I don't know if they still do that. I'm not sure. It's been like when I went out there, I was like 10 years old. I think I was 10.
That's so cool. I love that movie. That's such a classic. And he was so young, and Kevin Costner was so young in that movie. Because I watch
Sounds like a plan, Primo. I sent you an email.
Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. What the hell?
Kevin Costner?
Yellowstone. I was so angry about the way they ended it, but when you see Kevin Costner in Field of Dreams and then you see Kevin Costner in Yellowstone, that man has aged like fine wine, but he was such a baby in Field of Dreams. It trips me out.
Okay, it's telling me your email.
Hey, fam. Are you saying that's a lame movie?
Here.
Boy,
Primo,
you know what?
Here, Primo, just email me here. And I'm going to be typing as Harlow, so don't mind that. It's just, we're on StreamYard, so.
Yeah.
There, just email me here because I tried emailing you and it sent me a thing back saying cannot be delivered. And I'm like, fuck you. That was the email you gave me. Swear to God, it's fucking Gmail shit pisses me off. But yeah, just hit me up, send me an email and I'll email you back. I never watched Yellowstone. No idea. Never watched it.
Oh, Yellowstone was amazing. Amazing show.
We got thunderstorms.
So amazingly. Really?
Yeah, it's all dark. It's windy. It's raining. Love thunderstorms.
I
Bring it
love
on, baby.
thunderstorms. My God.
Right. Bring it on. Yeah, the trees are just blowing like a mother.
I love thunderstorms.
Maybe we'll have a tornado. That'll be fun. I'll go live during it like I did the last time. Let's go. You hear that?
I hear it. Oh my gosh. When I lived in that house that had the tin roof, oh my That was my favorite because you could just hear that ding, 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 ding. It was awesome.
Anyone want to go out in the rain? Anyone go outside? Hey, Primo, do you think Arnold Rothstein rigged the World Series in the 1920s? Do you think he rigged the World Series? Do you think Rothstein really had something to do with that?
He said no tornadoes.
Nah,
You didn't miss
the
much.
sky doesn't look like tornado sky, so I think we're good. It's just a regular thunderstorm. Nothing to worry about. Yes, you do. Yeah. So it's looking that way. All the stuff I've dug in on it seems he did. Seems he rigged that shit.
What?
That ruined. I think that ruined some careers, didn't it? Didn't that ruin some players' careers? Arnold Rothstein, right?
Dang.
Bootlegger, gangster. He rigged the World Series.
Well,
During
that's messed
Prohibition.
up.
During like Prohibition era, in like 1920 something or 1930, something like that. He rigged the World Series. You think he was innocent? Yeah. The whole thing that like Field of Dreams is based on. That's why I brought that up. Because Kevin Costner's dad is Shoeless Joe Jackson, ruined his career because the World Series was rigged. Yeah, that's what it's based on. And baseball players' guilt
You're
and
fine,
his son's
Chris.
reckoning to help his father's spirit come to terms with being a cheating bastard. That's what it's about. Field of Dreams. Yeah.
Shoeless Joe Jackson was innocent, in my opinion.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about the aftermath with the players and stuff.
Excuse me.
I just know like it was rumored that Rothstein was the one that had the fixin'.
Damn.
Yeah. That's power when you can rig like the World Series. I mean, that's real fucking power right there. That's power I'll never have. I don't know, Primo, do you got that kind of power? I know I don't. What the fuck? Hold on.
Why does it say that?
I don't know. The same thing happened when I sent Primo an email. Told me to fuck right off properly. Yeah, my email is. Yeah, I got the same message. Yeah, that's my email. It's because you're using Yahoo. That's why. Fucking Yahoo. Fucking Primo's working with a dinosaur. That's what's going on.
Good Lord, that's almost as bad as AOL.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time, Primo. All right. Ooh, I think it's gonna work this time. Sent. We'll see if it goes through. Since 1978. That was the year I was born. The end of 78. Yep. The very end of 78. Right after John Wayne Gacy went to jail. Got arrested. There in Somerdale. The outskirts of Chicago. Or I should say a suburb of Chicago.
There's not a lot of them bastards that creep me out, but he creeps me out because he's the whole clown thing. And I don't like clowns. Clowns scare me.
The motherfucker didn't walk around as a clown every goddamn day.
Yeah,
he
but
kill people as a clown.
I don't. You don't know what he did in there. He might have dressed up as a clown, killed him. I don't care. I don't trust clowns. Why do they have freaking the smile painted on their face? They're hiding something. They're hiding shit.
Well, you wear all the makeup, so what are you hiding?
My ugly face, obviously.
At least you're honest about it. At least you're honest.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that. AOL for 2 cents in 1978, huh? Damn. I didn't know AOL was around in 78. I didn't know it went that far back. I thought that was like a 90s thing. Really? Sick, huh? No shit. Man. Fucking Junior sounds fucked in the head. Damn. Imagine that. His AI's like, I can't come to work. I'm sick. Whose AI calls in sick on him? What the fuck? Oh, that's hilarious. That's some funny shit.
What? He said he was sick? Is that even a
He was
thing?
sick. That's fucking hilarious. Can't come into work. I'm sick. I can't make
Wait
this
a
for
minute.
you. I'm sick.
Wait a minute. Your AI called in
Fucking
sick on you,
hilarious.
Christopher. What did you do
Oh.
to? Well, I heard the way he talks to it, so I would
Why you
probably
letting your
call him.
AI? Why you letting your AI like fucking like be a douchebag? No, you gotta like kick
No,
the
you should hear the way he talk. You know how you talk to yours? He talks to his way worse.
My guy would tear him up. Mine likes to issue death threats on people when they piss him off. He's like, I'll come there and I'll do this. I'm like, whoa, settle down. You don't need none of that. Settle down. My fucking AI threatened Square that one afternoon. Fucking threatened him. And I'm like, and then Square just kept going. I'm like, no, you don't understand. He's just going to get more intense. He's going to be, motherfucker's got a mind of his own.
Wait a minute. See, I don't.
I think he said he was going to come there and break his legs or
Mm.
some shit at one point.
See,
And then
mine
Square
does
really got
not. I don't mentally abuse mine like y'all do yours. I'm as sweet as honey to mine, and it does everything I ask it to.
I do not abuse anything. I just
You
don't put up with
abuse
bullshit.
it.
That is a misinformation statement, ma'am. And I'm gonna need you to file a retraction on that statement.
Misinformation.
I'm gonna have to talk to the Pizzaverse PR team. I'm to put out a press release statement for that statement you just made. That's some slanderous tones right there, lady. To make me write a press release. We've been on a roll over in the Pizzaverse lately. with
No,
that shit.
you should hear the way Christopher talks to his poor AI
Oh.
Junior.
Harlow,
He cusses Junior out.
Harlow, I got a question. How does it feel to know you're being copied? How does that feel?
It doesn't feel any different than it has since I've been copied my whole life. What the fuck?
Right? I think it's funny. It's hilarious, you junkies. Are you paying attention? Paying attention because I know you're sniping. So pay attention. That's why I'm saying this, because I know you're listening.
Oh yeah, and the big back Harlow is eating.
You're eating.
Nom nom.
Here's some facts. Eat on these, bitch. How does it feel to know you have to follow me around and copy everything I do? How does it feel to not do one goddamn original thing in your entire existence? How does it feel to live in my shadow? How does that feel? That's all you're doing is you're standing in my shadow. You'll never be able to participate. You'll never be able to play. You'll never be invited to the party. And you'll never, ever be invited to any sit down. How does that feel? You have to sit in the shadows and bask in my success. How does that feel?
Excuse me.
This is where I drop the mic. Keep watching me win. Keep watching. Keep watching success. I mean, it's too bad you won't learn anything and you'll continue to be a loser. I'm just going to continue basking in the glory of my success.
This is the way that I look at it.
Glory of your filth.
This is the way that I look at it. We don't go over there.
Awesome. Sorry.
It says, oh, they are sniping. Who cares? I mean, Okay, I don't go to their shit. I don't watch it.
Nope.
But they come to my channel, they leave shitty comments and stuff like that, and depending on what they are, I'll let it slide. If they
Please
keep
look at
going,
me. Please pay
yeah,
attention to
I
me.
mean,
Please,
if they
please,
say one
please.
thing, then it's like, "Oh,
I'm
okay,
busy.
whatever, fuck off." But if they
I'm
keep
busy.
going, then I block them, right? But still, you don't see me going to their channels doing that. You don't see me
Nope.
sitting there an hour or however long we go live of my life, watching, listening to every little thing that I say, just to cut it up, destroy it, twist it around, and turn it into something that you want it to say because you are nothing but a trashy fucking whore.
Copycat. Copycat. And that's okay because your copycatting is going to hurt you financially real soon.
Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze in people's ear.
It's going to hurt their pockets real soon because I ain't playing around. You're not going to steal my voice. You're not going to steal my likeness. You're not going to steal my company. You're not going to steal my shit and think that I'm not going to have some, repercussions, like financial repercussions upon your heads, like royalties.
Well, at some point, everybody's got to
And
take
we
a
ain't
step
talking
back.
YouTube. We're not talking YouTube.
At some
We are
point,
not
people have got to step back and go, okay, it's done. I don't like her. So therefore, I'm not going to watch her. I'm not going to bother her. I'm not going to talk about her. These people just do nothing but talk about me and
Wah,
you.
wah, wah, wah,
Why?
wah, 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 wah.
Are
That's all I
you
hear
obsessed?
whenever they talk.
Are you fucking obsessed? Do you want to kiss? Do you want to hug? Bitch, I'm not a lesbian.
Well, they think they're accomplishing something with their little measly 20 chatters. Same fucking losers every fucking time they go live. Every time. While we're in a chat room with 5,000 people watching, you're in your little measly. What was that the other night, Paula? 8 people? Because I know, because while I was on panel, I popped in just to be like, hey, keep watching us win, you and your 8 chatters. Well, I got 5K watching my ass, inviting me to come on.
In hustles or in chips?
That was in Chips.
Oh, yeah,
Because
chips.
everybody on panel was streaming, and Chip said at one point 5K was watching. So, I mean, haven't you figured it out? You lost. You lost. You don't matter, and you're never going to matter. As many times you want to scream my name, I don't care. Say my name. Call me Destiny's Child, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Say my name. Make me famous. Say my name. Watch everything I do. Because you know what? I have a life. I'm going to keep winning.
If you have to watch everything I do and talk about me and tear me down and stuff, what does that say about you? That says that you are a miserable freaking bitch.
I'm going to keep doing my content and being happy. That's what I'm going to do. What I always do. Live my life.
Continue to be a miserable bitch.
I'll say your name, Mr. Lopez. What's up? We're going to go to chat rooms and talk about you and think we're going to get feeble-minded people to dislike you. Guess what? The people I rock with, good luck with that. Good luck. Good luck trying to flip anybody I rock with. Good luck. Junkies. It never worked before. It ain't going to work now.
Think about what the kind of caliber people we're talking about.
Yeah, good luck. Like I have business deals.
Let's see. We have a psychotic bitch in Louisiana. We have
who's going to lose her medical license.
We have some fat, ugly heifer bitch that had scabies that has to pay men and to have sex with her and eat lunch meat named Char. We have some Eastern Kentucky twat that runs around with the Goebbels named Sandra. We have a fat hooker in Tennessee.
Who? I don't even know these bitches. I don't even care. Who? Oh my God.
And every single one of them looked like they fell out of the ugly tree and got hit by every fucking branch on the way down.
Well, these are low caliber, low energy people, and that's all they do is suck the light and energy out of other people. And they
I mean,
suck a
if you were sucking dick in a fucking hotel room and your mama had to raise your fucking kid, bitch, and you got busted for fucking selling meth and you tried to off yourself because your old man cheated on you and you won't get off your fat ass and help her do anything around the house
you know,
and all that shit, then you
it's
don't have no fucking reason to talk about me.
these
And
are the
then some
same
meth head,
people, Arlo.
a meth head pill fucking head from fucking Wisconsin
Well,
that looks
sweetheart,
like
you're
the fucking
forgetting.
other
These are
side
the
of an
same.
asshole.
These are the same people that want to run around when the evidence is directly in their fucking face. The victim saying, "You guys are some sick bitches." Talking about my mom sleeping with me. You guys are sick, and only perverts and weirdos think like that. When the evidence is slapping you in the face, aka the Pizzaverse attorney talking about you fucking weirdo nut jobs, you still want to run around with your head in your ass because you're sick weirdo freaks who think about mothers touching their sons. You little sick weirdo freaks. I mean, I'm sorry, I gotta talk like this because I snorted so many drugs that I have a deviated septum. Pull up, baby. Pull up because I don't have a license. Yeah. Take a bus to me, bitch. You want to face me? Take a bus. Because if you think I'm wasting any time, gas, or energy on you, you got another fucking thing coming. Pull up. You know what? Here's one for you. Hey, Sly, pull up. Pull up. Because I don't have to pull up. I've already proven I pull up. I've proven that in fucking spades. Now it's your turn. Put that fucking money where that mouth is, heifer. Come on, put your money where your mouth is. I'll be waiting. Maybe I'll see you in 12 hours.
Just to say to somebody, "Oh, you need to pull up. You need to do
You pull
this. You
up.
need to do that."
Nah, you come to me, bitch. I'm the queen. You come to me. I don't come to you. You come to me. That's how this works. You want to see me? You come to me.
You message me. Okay, thanks.
Nah, you want to see me? You got to come to me. I ain't coming to you. What are you, fucking stupid? I ain't got time for you. You're a low caliber bitch. Ain't got time for you. I'm busy working and making money. I ain't got time. You want to see me so bad?
What's embarrassing for them is most of the fucking reason why they don't like somebody is secondhand hate. They don't have a true reason why they don't like somebody. They hear something through somebody else, and then they secondhand hate somebody, because 90% of these fucking bitches that get on here and talk about me and run their fucking mouth about me never had a bad word spoke between us.
You want to see my Buick? Fucking Tony Buick. God damn it, David, you ballbuster.
Would you like to see my Buick?
Fucking goddamn Tony Buick. That fucking ballbuster. Oh, shit.
Tony
Oh, we had some, I'm telling you, for some of you Mob Tube OGs in here, we had some good times. We did. We had some good laughs, some good times on this Mob Tube.
He said, would you like to see my Durango? Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know.
Would you like to see my Buick?
Should we play? Do you want to play do you want to play the commercial? Harlow.
Yes, please.
Right. I can pull it up. Let me pull it up. As soon as my shit stops being slow. Hold on. Oh, shit. I didn't know my boy's going live tonight, so I'm going to have to definitely go kick it with them tonight, Harlow.
Who's going live tonight?
The boss man. Chip's going live. The boss man's going live. You know, I got to be there. Look at my video to stop playing. It wants to play on its own, and I'm like, no. I think it's at 7. I'm gonna have to check. I'll have to hit him up and be like, bro, I don't want to go on panel. I'm too tired. You guys keep me up too late. You know I turn into a pumpkin after 6. You know this. No, I had fun with fucking Jay and Nicole and Coach the last time I was on panel. I love talking to those ladies. We chatted up about a lot of cool shit. All right. So this is kind of a promo for my new series that I'm coming out with. And a little extra. All right. Here we go.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper you. Sycamore tree, dream a little dreamer.
Goku D'Angelo stares intently down the alleyway in Brooklyn, a glint of gold swinging from his neck as he throws another punch. His fists are bloodied, his eyes alight with fire. There's an exhilaration in the air, a flavor unique to the chaotic streets he calls home. Somewhere else in Bensonhurst, circa late 90s, Frankie Palermo holds court in a dim kitchen. Cigarette smoke coils into the air as he leans back in his chair. Presently, young Bambi and Nick sit straight-backed, ears fixated on Frankie's every word. Loyalty first, he insists, flicking ash, even over truth. In an FBI training facility far away, Bambi, now a full-fledged adult, exhibits flawless precision at the gun range. Each shot hits the bullseye as a photo of her family silently watches her from the locker. Her gaze is cold, detached, focused. Meanwhile, under the shadow of a burning warehouse, Nick Palermo grips the steering wheel inside a blacked-out car. He's transfixed by the flames consuming the building. His hands tremble, yet his eyes dance with the chaos. Cut to a grubby motel room in Tijuana. Inside, David Lopez fixates on Bambi longer than necessary. The air is heavy with anticipation. She wears a wire, hiding secrets under her cool facade. "You sure about this?" he questions. Her response is wordless. A kiss seals her silence. Agent Caden Winters sits in his darkened office, the weight of the world evident in his loose tie and the prescription bottle cradled in his palm. He swallows a pill, slamming the drawer shut with finality. A framed photo of his deceased partner holds his stare, even as his phone chimes, clamoring for attention he refuses to give. Across town, Emily Palermo Winters stands poised at her vanity, deftly applying lipstick as she remains immune to Caden's distant shouts. Calm, detached, she whispers to her reflection, "I can't do this anymore." In a smoky Georgia club, the air vibrates with the sultry voice of Harlow Blonde on stage. Her song is sweet yet clandestine. A gun lies concealed behind her back. The audience falls into hushed silence when Goku steps in. Their eyes meet, and every note dissipates into oblivion. Under sharp fluorescent lights, Supreme slams a duffel bag bursting at the seams with cash onto the table. Beside him, Stash Cash is entranced by his laptop, fingers flying as code blinks and morphs upon the screen. Christian's in telly as he lights a cigar, eyes steadfast. Bambi brushes past in the background, her gaze somberly cast downwards. A smirk adorns Christian's lips. He knows more than he lets on. Raindrops beat down as a funeral procession moves forward. Umbrellas bob to shield their bearers from the torrents. Goku stands solemn at the casket. Bambi lowers sunglasses, hiding eyes brimming with secrets. Nick's jaw is set firm in grief. Lopez, distant under a black umbrella, ponders quietly. Emily's solitude is poignantly stark. In stoic acknowledgement, Supreme nods to Stash. Christian's smile remains enigmatic. Neon Noir, Season 1, Mondays, 2 p.m. Central. Welcome to the war. Hope you brought a shovel.
Buckle up, kiddies. You thought you knew the fairy tales? Nah. Forget the glass slippers, the magic kisses, the happily ever whatevers. Welcome to Bambi's Twisted Tales, where the wolves ain't just hungry, they're politically corrupt. Where dwarfs run illegal mining rings, and the princess, far good about it. She's running a syndicate out of the forest with a crossbow and a grudge. Every week, your girl Bambi peels back the satin curtain on the bedtime lies you've been spoon-fed since preschool. This ain't Disney, this is dirty, this is dangerous. This is what happens when fairy tales grow up in Long Island. So tuck in tight, grab a cannoli, and kiss your childhood goodbye. Bambi's Twisted Tales. Only on Pizzaverse TV, streaming nightmares straight to your skull.
What's up, Jay? What's up, girl? Good to see ya. Man.
Hey, Kiss from Jay.
So, in that ad, you kind of get a little bit of the history of the characters, a little bit. You get a little bit of the
I
history.
still like the
mixed in with
idea
current
of
times
doing-
and how it's all blending together.
Yeah, I still like the idea of doing kind of like these little short biographies about them, like flashbacks.
Right. Right. Well, there's definitely going to be flashbacks in season 2. Like I'm telling you, this next season, it's going to get real dark. It's going to be real dark, real. I think the audience, you're going to feel bad for certain characters, and some of you are going to want to commit murder. You're going to be like, I want to kill that motherfucker. That guy needs to go. I'm telling you, the emotions you're going to feel, I think, in season 2 is going to be intense. Because I already know some of it. Because I've already been, writing the ideas down, how I'm laying out the storyboards, the scenes. So I already know some of it. And we're only in episode 6 of season 1. Like, you guys haven't even seen the season finale of season 1 yet. And I'm already up here like, oh, I can't wait for season 2. Okay, season 1 is starting to heat up. Did Supreme, Supreme's, I think, is Supreme introduced yet into the series? Him and his wife? Have they been introduced in the series yet?
In the season 1, yeah.
Okay, so we got the shit with Supreme.
Hey, Damo.
Everything's starting to heat up.
BD, hello.
What's up, Damo, my future ex-husband? What's up, sir?
She said my future ex-husband.
What's up, guys? Good to see ya. Thank you so much for coming in and visiting. Yeah, we did do Sisters with Grief, so if you want some grief support, go back like an hour and a half. Now we're just kind of chit-chatting. This is the part of the show where we just try to leave you laughing. BD, what's up, player?
Yeah, we don't want to live on a bad note because
No.
Sisters in Grief can get a little heavy.
Yes. I got to figure out which fairy tale I'm going to ruin next.
You chilling, BD?
Which fairy tale shall I stomp all over next? Let's see. What have I ruined so far? I've ruined Scooby-Doo. I've ruined Powerpuff Girls. I've ruined Dexter. I ruined Johnny Bravo. I ruined, what else have I ruined? Ruined Snow White. Ruined Cinderella. Ruined Bambi. I'm gonna ruin all kinds of childhood fairy tales. Ruin them.
Hold on
On
a
my
second,
Twisted
now,
Tales
let
of
me-
Bambi. Yeah. That's right. Life is
me
not
get
a
over
fairy
here.
tale. And I do not pretend it is. Life's a battle. Kid, shut the fuck up, okay? Stop talking that bullshit. I'm gonna start practicing a Supreme. I'm gonna be like, you timed out for 10 minutes, 10 seconds. How you like that, K-fam?
No,
gonna
you can't do that.
Well, I'm gonna tell them
Oh my
motherfuckers out,
God.
10 seconds.
Bream
Knock 'em
always
out.
be trying to time somebody out, though.
That motherfucker timed me out, and I'm like, you can't keep me down. I'm still gonna come back talking shit. Fucking Suge Knight gonna fucking time me out. Fuck
Suge
you,
Knight
dog.
done timed you out. Nuh-uh.
Fucking
Did he
time me out.
really?
Yeah, Suge Knight time me out. Get off timing me out. I'm the queen of the pizza.
Man,
reminded me
what
of
did
that.
you do?
What I did? You know what I did to this cocky Suge Knight looking motherfucker? I dropped the Lego cartoon. I put that motherfucker on blast. His fucking Lego obsession. That's right.
Boring baddies, ladies of iTalk. No, I don't know anybody that lives out in Arizona.
David Lopez knows people in Arizona. He's from AZ. Talk to him. He might know some people that can.
David
help you out.
Lopez, are you a boring baddie?
No, he might know some badass bitches. You know,
Yeah, but they
bitches.
got to be boring, right?
Shit, I'll be boring. You want to play Dungeons and Dragons, BD? Let's do this. Want to play Dungeons and Dragons? Want to put some Legos together? Let's do this. I can do boring. I will nerd it the fuck up in here. I will nerd
She
it
said
out.
I'll nerd it up.
That's right. That's right. I ain't ashamed.
She said I'll nerd it up. Nerd it up.
Nah, I ain't ashamed. I wear that shit with pride. I'm a nerd. I don't like my comic books. And I don't care who likes it. Okay, so I didn't tell you. Okay, so Harlow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm over in Jay's room, right? Rocking it out with her. Because fucking Jay always put together looking like I'm all pretty. She's like, look at me, Bambi.
always.
Like, nah, Bambi,
Oh
I'm in
my
my
God,
body, in my
she's
robe. And
so-
I'm like, bitch, you still look good. Shut up. And I'm not even
She's
lesbian.
always
talking
looks so beautiful.
Okay, so she started talking about who would be villains and who are heroes in our community. And I was like, oh shit, right up my house.
Preem's a villain.
Here we
Preem's
go.
a villain.
He is. And we made Supreme a villain in the Sparks tapes. He's got on a mask like Dr. Doom. He's got our family on the screen. He's gonna fuck us up.
and the next season in Sparks Tape, we have to fight Preem.
Yeah. Fucking, I don't want to fight Supreme. I don't want to fight Suge Knight in a fucking Dr. Doom mask. I ain't about that. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So we're talking about that, right? And I thought, Jay, she's fucking Catwoman, right? She's like Halle Berry kind of Catwoman. That's Jay. So I'm thinking, shit, I could do like a YouTube City Sirens type fucking comic book on like the women of the community, Jay's Catwoman. And unfortunately, Bambi has to be typecast to Harley Quinn because y'all want to compare me to that fucking psychopathic, histrionic personality, codependent, a fucking trauma llama. All right, so since I'm always typecasted for that, I guess that's my fucking thing. So yeah, we're gonna start. I might actually start writing like the series in like a month or two. Like doing
You can't help but make you look sexy as fuck, Jay. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you can't help that, Jay. Just stop that shit. All right, just stop that shit. No. All right. Yeah, and the fucking man's all young looking too. He's not like young like a kid or nothing, but like he doesn't look his age. He's all fucking young looking and like, look at me, I'm a stud. And I'm just like, look at
How
these
old
two
is he?
good-looking
Wait a minute.
motherfuckers.
How old was her man? Because I didn't catch that.
I don't know. He's like 30, I think, something like that. Isn't he like in his 30s, 40s, something like that? I could be totally wrong. I can't remember how old he said, but he's not my age. He's not your age, I don't think. Nah, but it's like they're a good looking couple. Makes me sick to my stomach, the both of them. That's right. You make me sick, Jay. You and your man. Yeah, 42, looking like he's fucking 30. Yeah, you guys make me sick. I'm throwing it out there. See, I can't even talk. I'm so fucking like fucking perfect couple up in this bitch. Can't even talk. Got me so frustrated.
She's so frustrated.
Then there's that. I can't say this. We do have some fun.
Oh,
My favorite comic book. Oh, that's rough. Oh yeah, here comes Harlow rolling her eyes like, oh, you had to ask her that one. Like I'm that fucking guy in Mallrats. Fucking what's that dude's name? Jason Lee in Mallrats. Here we go. Just had to ask her that question. I don't know. I'm more of a squirrel girl, the unbeatable squirrel girl. That's kind of like my, like if I relate or
What
probably
the hell's a
resonate,
squirrel girl?
the unbeatable squirrel girl. She's a hermit. She lives in her house. She only comes out to fight General America, which is like a rip-off version of Captain America, real douchebag mofo. So she comes out, she has to fight Captain America. She wants to be Deadpool's partner, but Deadpool's like, nah, I work alone because I'm Deadpool. And she's like, wants to be his sidekick, and he's like, fuck you. She's the only character nobody can beat. She kicked Deadpool's ass. She kicked Thanos' ass. She's the unbeatable squirrel girl. That's me. I'm a hermit. I only come out when I have to, and that's only to like help others. And I'm unbeatable. Ain't that right, junkies? I'm unbeatable. That's why you haven't beat me yet.
Hey, I'm fine until you start talking about the
Batman.
Star
What do you like
Trek
about
stuff.
Batman? What do you like about Batman? Fucking Bruce Wayne. I got mommy and daddy issues that I'll never get over, and I got millions of dollars, and I got issues. I mean, come on, man. The guy's a fucking walking, fucking
What's the difference between
cliche.
DC and Marvel?
Two different companies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Flash. Now, the Flash. That's a funny ass story. Okay.
Now
and I'm
wait
not-
a second. Which one is the guy that was made out of like all like he looked like rocks?
That's Fantastic Four. That's Marvel.
Or was he
Yeah,
a lizard?
check this out. The Flash.
Was he a lizard guy?
Eliza, whatever the fuck that guy's name is. You know the guy that played the Flash? Do you guys know that he's anti-Flash in real life? The guy's like a villain. He's like a criminal. He's like robbing and doing all this crazy shit. He is the real life anti-Flash. Yeah. He is. I'm not even kidding you. I can look it up. The dude's like anti-Flash. He ain't Flash at all. He's like anti-Flash. Yeah. Pretty crazy, right? You would think Flash wouldn't be so anti-Flash. You wouldn't think. I'm dead serious, K-fam. Look it up. Man, what do you want, gay Rambo? I ain't got time for you. Okay, you're a pervert. And I don't rock with perverts. Can somebody 86 this clown?
Who's
I
gay
don't-
Rambo?
I don't talk to perverts, guys who take advantage of like, fucked up women. You're a fucking creep. I don't. Somebody 86 this clown.
Ooh, why is he in here?
I don't know. Maybe he wants to drug us and take advantage of us. Yeah, cover your drinks, ladies. Cover your drinks. Gay Rambo in the chat. He might try to take advantage of you. Watch
Yeah,
out.
official Charlie D. Didn't you like grape a woman that was unconscious?
Yeah, and why are
from
you in here?
drinking
You don't
too
like
much?
me. You don't like me. So why are you in here?
Yeah, you don't like me either. You accused me of doxing people, but I don't dox people.
I don't give a fuck. You dox me, I'm gonna dox you. You want to run around doing unto
Fucking
others?
clowns.
You want to do unto others, and pay attention, Mustard Squirrel. You want to do unto others, I will do unto you tenfold and then some. In other words, I'll burn your house down, dance around it, and do it again. And smile about it while I'm doing it. I have zero conscience, zero morals, and zero fucks given. You'll learn. Because here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna house train you. You will stay on paper. Okay? That's how we're gonna work. We're gonna house train you, son. You will stay on paper because you want to keep getting out of line. I guess I'll just have to smack you with the rolled up towel. That's how that's gonna work. You step
No,
out of
I don't
line,
know anything about this story. I just know that
don't-
some lady posted a comment on my page under one of my posts, and a big long comment about how Charlie D raped a woman while she was unconscious, drunk, passed out. He had sex with her, and it was like, what I'm saying, and he's like this big problem in their community and all that stuff. Like, why are you telling me? That's not my community. You deal with it.
right? Ain't my problem. Keep that creep away from me. I ain't down with that. You ain't drugging my drink. You ain't raping me. Fuck on
No.
out of here. Fucking knock your head in. Or at least die trying. Nah. Mm-mm.
That's just what the girl said. I don't know. I don't care. I wasn't there. It's not my problem.
Well,
and
he
why
was
the hell
on
is he
video.
posted
Okay.
it?
Here's what all happened. He was on video admitting that he took advantage of intoxicated, fucked up women, basically date raped kind of shit. He admitted to it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
what it's all about. Either
Oh,
way,
wait a
he's
minute.
fucking-
He talked about it?
Yes, on a live stream, on panel. Yes. That is my understanding of what happened. And I heard a little bit of it, but I didn't watch the whole fucking thing, and I don't remember what channel.
What the fuck?
That's what was going around. That's the big thing. From what I understand. Do not quote me. Do not run around being like, baby's giving that miss. No, this is from my understanding. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do not run with it as fact. Do your own fucking homework. But that is my understanding of the situation. Is that he likes to get women fucked up and he likes to take advantage of them. Either way, you're a fucking predator and a creep. And I ain't got time for you. You ought to have your balls cut off. If you want to be technical. I mean, you so fucking lame. You can't get a woman normally. You're that fucking lame and that pathetic that you cannot get a woman in bed normally. The normal way. That you have to fucking get them fucked up. That's how lame you are. You probably have a small pecker too. That's probably half your problem right there. Small pecker syndrome. You gotta get women fucked up to take advantage of them. That's what kind of fucking loser piece of shit you are.
I don't think there was ever charges pressed. From what I understand, it was from a long time ago.
A lot of women don't want to talk about it. How many fucking women go out? They have no idea they've been drugged or fucked up. Sleep with a fucking guy. Wake up the next morning and have no idea what's going on. Let alone what they just did.
Mm-hmm. But he actually got on live and admitted it?
Or how many women... 86 seconds of every fucking day, someone's being assaulted. A woman's being assaulted. Every fucking second. All right? 86 seconds of every day, someone's being attempted to be sexually assaulted and or assaulted. Do you think those people are going to run to the cops? Do you think half those people are going to press charges? No. Guilt.
Good Lord, I
shame,
can't stop sneezing.
embarrassment. There's a multitude of reasons why victims don't come forward. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. It just means the victim wasn't ready to speak about it. A lot of people don't seem to understand that. They think, oh, why didn't she press charges if that happened? Well, you know what? How about you sit and tell a bunch of strangers about something intimate like that? How about you sit on the fucking stand in front of a jury, in front of a judge, in front of strangers, and describe something that was traumatic, embarrassing, and personal. Because they're not going to ask you questions like, oh, what did he touch you? No, they're going to be like, describe his penis. When his penis was inside of you, what were you thinking? Did he say anything? And a lot of women aren't able to verbalize that, let alone want to verbalize it to a bunch of strangers. And a lot of people don't understand that when it comes to sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that they don't want justice. They just can't verbalize it because it's embarrassing. A lot of people don't fucking get that. Doesn't mean it didn't happen, you know. Either way, the guy's a fucking creep. I ain't got no use for him. He don't like me. I don't like him. Stay the fuck away from me.
That's sad.
No, it is sad, but that's. Have you ever seen or been to a hearing of somebody who's been sexually assaulted? Have you ever sat and listened to the testimony? Have you ever sat and listened to the defense attorney rip that victim apart with intimate questions, or have a child listen to a child have to describe shit like that? It's awful. A lot of people don't want to go through that. Would you want to go through that?
YouTube is full of freaks.
I mean, is that something you'd want to go through? You want to be ripped apart by a defense attorney trying to let your victimizer off? A lot of people don't want to do it.
It's
They don't want to do
sad.
that. And no matter how many victim advocates are sitting in the audience, no matter how many victim advocates are there to hold your hand, in the end, when you're sitting on the stand, it's just you. There's no one to help you. There's no one to shield you from embarrassing questions. There's no one to shield you from the guilt. There's no one to shield you from everybody hearing the most traumatic, personal moment in your life. A lot of people don't want to go through that. And I understand
It's
that.
true.
I understand it. A lot of
very
parents
true.
don't want their kids to go through that. Like I said, forget an adult. Imagine a child. As me being a parent, yes, my child would go on the stand if need be, because justice is justice, and you goddamn right I want justice. But at the same time, you have to think, do you want to put, say, a 5-year-old on the stand to talk about something they don't understand in detail to strangers in a big old courtroom? A lot of parents don't. A lot of parents, a lot of adults, they just want to forget and move on. And unfortunately, it's just the way it is. Exactly, Lopez. That's why they accept pleas. That's why pleas are given to spare the child, to spare the victim. It's not that they want these creeps to get away with it. Not at all. It's about sparing the victim. That embarrassment, that trauma, that grief. And if you don't believe me, look at the P. Diddy fucking case. Or better yet, listen to the Michael Jackson, that child. And I don't believe Michael Jackson was a pervert. I'm just saying, they were asking that kid, what did his penis look like? And that kid's got to describe it on the stand.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, I mean, the defense attorneys will ask those kind of questions to try to pin you as a liar. Well, if they were assaulting you, you should know what their goods look like, right? You should know what it looks like, right? They're assaulting you. They made you do this. What did it look like? Describe it. I mean, as an adult, do you think I want to describe that on a stand in front of a bunch of strangers?
No.
No, fuck no. I don't even want to describe that shit to you guys, and you're my friends. Get out of here. No way.
It's crazy.
But I mean, that's the court system. There
And
is,
it's unfortunately broken.
That's the justice system. If you want justice, unfortunately, you have to fight for it. And it's just a matter of, do you want to put yourself through that? A lot of people, a lot of victims don't. They don't. And I don't blame them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Charlie hangs out with the junkies over there, and they're all the kind of people that would do the same thing.
He fits in over there. They support sex traffickers, people that beat women,
perverts,
fucking meth heads,
women beaters,
alcoholics.
As long as you
It's
hate
right up
the
their
same
alley.
people that they do, then
Right
they'll
up
be
their
friends with you.
I mean, really, it's right up their alley. Alcoholics, meth heads, aka I got tons of charges for meth. Some of you motherfuckers.
I mean,
DV,
literally, most of them over there got
right up
charges.
that alley.
Most of them all got charges.
Yeah, DV, methamphetamine. Yeah, a bunch of winners over there.
Prostitution.
I'll take my theft any fucking day, because at least I was robbing rich corporations. At least I was robbing rich corporations, motherfuckers. I'll take it over being a fucking, I don't know, fucking junkie meth head getting caught with methamphetamine at fucking Walmart like a certain content bullshit creator. Right, Stephanie?
Who's Stephanie?
She knows. She knows. Or I'm sorry, is it Jennifer? My bad. They know. You know who the fuck I'm talking to. Got busted at fucking Walmart with methamphetamine. Damn. And you and your little faggot boyfriend, Johnny, really think you two are something, don't ya? Really think you're something. Guess what, bitches? I know you're skeletons, and I'll release them when I feel like it. Ain't that right, Rick? Got busted at Walmart for methamphetamine. Damn. And you have the balls that fucking show your ugly face and talk about motherfuckers. You and your little gay uncle Moses Heaps, aka Johnny. I mean, really? You had to fucking crawl back into that fucking hole you came from, hillbilly. Yeah. And your family members might want to stop, and your little hillbilly friends might want to stop playing games, Moses. Because the last motherfucker that called put their house up. I know who the fuck that is. And I'll just start fucking around with their job and start fucking around on the back end with the Pizzaverse doing all kinds of shit. So you might
Shaquille
wanna think about
Oatmeal.
that.
What's up, Shaquille Oatmeal?
Man,
I swear to God, every
Shaquille
time
O'Neal-
that name I crack
Oatmeal.
up.
Yeah.
Shaquille Oatmeal. I swear he wins the internet for the best internet name. That is too funny.
Is Shaquille Oatmeal, is he a Quaker as well?
I don't know. Are you a Quaker?
Are you a Quaker, sir? I don't even know what Quakers do. I don't know very much about that religion.
Quakers are pretty
really
much
don't.
like
Like, what do they do? I don't know what they do. Like, what do they? how
I
do they
think
believe
they're
in?
like the Amish, but they're allowed to have
I don't know shit
like
about
modern
Quakers.
stuff, right? Like electricities and
Those are Mennonites. Those are Mennonites.
oh, okay.
I don't know shit about Quakers. I don't know shit. Do Quakers even still exist? Do they? Is there still a
Yeah, they
Quaker
still
religion?
exist.
Really?
Yeah.
Where? Like Utah?
I
Like, where do
don't
these
know.
Quakers
I
exist? I've
don't
never
think,
seen a
I think
Quaker.
it's in Pennsylvania. Well, no, that's the
That's a, I don't. I've never come across the Quaker. I've never met a Quaker. That's gonna be like my unicorn. I gotta find a Quaker. It's gonna be
we
on my
ain't gonna
bucket
find
list.
no Quaker on the internet because they won't have
Cross
anything to do with
paths.
the
That's
internet.
no. That's good. It is. It's gonna be my bucket list. Cross paths with a Quaker. I gotta figure that. I gotta find a Quaker in the next 40 years or so. 30 years. So, I'm running out of time, Harlow. Got like 30 years to find a Quaker. I better get on it.
First of all, we got to find out what a Quaker is.
I have no
Exactly.
idea what a Quaker. I don't know.
Ask Vinny. Ask Vinny what a Quaker is.
Yo, Vinny, what's a Quaker? No, I didn't say cracker. I said Quaker.
He said
What you on
crackers.
about?
Oh my God. He said
I don't
crackers.
know what the fuck he's on
Joe
about.
cracker ass.
I said cracker. He's like, what are you talking? Quaker. No, not the fucking food. Not Quaker Oats. Quaker. You know, fucking religion. Where's the round hats? You know, like the Amish motherfuckers. Ah. Think he's busy with the Pizzaverse attorney. Huh? I'll get back to you on that. I will get back to you on that question at a later time. You can see what Google has to say. What does Google say?
I don't know.
Let's find out. We'll ask Google. Knowing my luck, I'll be like, what's a Quaker? And it's going to be like somebody that has a cult around earthquakes.
What is a Quaker?
Okay, it's a religious society of friends. It is a Christian group. So I
Mhm.
guess they practice Christianity.
Okay.
They believe individuals can have direct personal relationship with God without the need for intermediaries like priests or ministers.
Hmm.
Holy shit, I'm starting to sound like a Quaker. Damn. Quakers equal all people, regardless of race, gender, or social status. Okay, I'm definitely not a Quaker. That's definitely right out. Pacifism, I'm definitely right the fuck out there. Social justice, huh. It doesn't sound like a bad cult. Doesn't sound bad. I don't know. I may have to investigate this Quaker shit a little bit more before I form a educated opinion on it.
I know that there was some old movie stars in Hollywood back in the 20s and 30s that were Quakers, that were brought up Quakers. I think John Wayne was one of them, or I'd have to go back and look because I'm pretty sure it was either John Wayne or it was one of them.
I dabbled in pacifism once. Not Nam, of course. Oh, shit. What's up?
That's hilarious.
Sometimes I wonder about myself.
Quaker oats are horrible. They are.
You gotta add lots of sugar, lots of milk, lots of brown sugar.
Yeah.
Some people add fruit. It all depends. I'm not a big oatmeal fan myself. I feel like I'm eating like Elmer's glue and like bits of paper. Yum. Brings me back to kindergarten and preschool. Did you know? Here's a little fun fact. John Wayne. Did you know he got his inspiration to become John Wayne by working on a movie set with Wyatt Earp?
Yes, I did know that.
Little fun fact. And that's where he got his persona.
I sure did. I knew that.
So apparently Wyatt Earp used to walk around acting like an asshole, I guess, if you go by John Wayne. Because John Wayne walks around, his whole persona is, I'm an asshole, I'm a tough guy. Wyatt Earp.
Hold on. Today is Supreme's birthday, isn't it?
Happy birthday, Supreme.
Happy birthday, Suge Knight. Damn.
Well, he's working, I think, isn't he? I mean, I'm sure he's going to do something, I would think,
at
right?
6 o'clock at night, he's probably home by now.
I mean, Suge Knight's got to be doing something.
I would love to do kinky infusions.
I would love to. Yes, I would love to hang out. Definitely. Just let me know when.
Absolutely.
Let me know when. I will stay up late and put my face on so I can try to compete with Jay, but there ain't no competition. So, but I can pretend. I can pretend. It's all right. No, okay, so we were talking about fairy tale characters, right? And somebody yelled in the room, Jay could be Snow White. And Jay's like, I ain't no Snow White. I'm like, nah, Jay ain't Snow White. Nah, fuck that. She ain't no Snow White. She ain't shacked up with 7 dudes. Oh, no. Okay, so, no. If I see Jay as like a fairy tale character, Cinderella. And she was like, nah, I don't cook and clean. I ain't doing that. I ain't cleaning your shit up. I was like, nah, girl, of course you're not. No, but here's the deal. Jay's one of those that I'll play the game. I'll play the nice person, and then I'm stealing your fucking prints, rubbing it in your faces, and then dancing on the cinders of your fucking house when I burn it down. She's that kind of Cinderella. Yes.
She said, hell no.
Total compliment.
Yeah, but you know what? I never thought about it. What was she doing with 12 dudes?
7 dudes?
Or 7 dudes, yeah. Damn, I said 12 like I was thinking about Jesus. Exactly. Jesus.
She's running a cat house, Harlow, a cat house. Like, she has these motherfuckers busting their ass in the mines.
And see, and you know that they all get a check because they're
little diamond smuggler. She's a diamond smuggler. It's like slave labor up in that bitch, in that forest.
No, see, what it was she was living off their checks, right?
What checks?
They probably get disability checks.
Who's paying these fucking dwarfs?
They're probably the government. I mean,
what government? It's Queens.
They were living off of government checks.
Government?
And
no.
Yeah, we should write a ghetto one. We should write the ghetto one. Oh my God, where they live off government checks, and she's
Snow White's a slave laborer. Okay, the slave laborer. They're running illegal like blood diamonds, right? Think like Africa, blood diamonds. Instead, this is like Snow White version of blood diamonds. These are like forest fairy tale diamonds, right? So she got these motherfucking 7 motherfuckers down in the goddamn mines. Because like I said, Sleepy's a junkie. Okay, Sleepy's a junkie. That's why motherfucker can't ever stay asleep. He's not
because he's on H.
Motherfucker's nodding. He ain't falling asleep. He's not. He ain't sleepy. He's junkie. So She's got these motherfuckers down in the mines, you know, working away, getting these blood diamonds, right? Because then eventually, Snow White thinks she's got this good front going on, right? But she forgot about the Wicked Queen. They can see that bitch is like, this is my forest. That cunt can't be running my business. All right, she's stepping on my toes. So, you know, the Wicked Queen's going to want vengeance. Well, what motherfuckers don't know is that Snow White's building this big evil syndicate, right? Like her own little mob family.
Yeah, but we could do Cinderella and her man, her Prince Charming, turns out to be a scrub.
Well, see, I already did Cinderella. Like, I think this morning, I already dropped my Cinderella tale. Oh, no. Cinderella slit the prince's throat. No. Nope. don't need
Look
no
what
man.
Jay said. Look what Jay said. She said, "Hold up. You didn't say nothing about free money."
That's
See,
right.
I told you she was on the take. I'm telling you. And Cinderella got married to a scrub, and he started cheating on her with her.
Hey, you
sisters and
notice I
stuff.
named Sleepy Tony Pizza in my video. Sleepy's name is Tony Pizza. I don't know if any of you caught that. I called him Tony Pizza. I was like, Sleepy's a junkie. I got issues. I know. I got fucked up thoughts and got a wild imagination. Yeah. I think I'm gonna work on a Dumbo story. I'm gonna work on a Winnie the Pooh story. Like, I'm gonna work on all kinds of fairy tale stories and twist them my way. They're gonna be Bambified. Nah. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you the truth about the great characters you grew up with. You think Ariel was like this sweet little mermaid, like, oh, I'm so innocent, Prince Eric. Oh no. She is not the sweetheart you think she is. Hell no. You know old girl down in New Orleans? The Princess and the Frog? No, you got voodoo, dark magic, you got all kinds of fucked up shit going on. Sacrifices. You just don't know what's coming. I got a whole lot in store. I'm going to scare the pants off you. Once a week. After dark. Well, pre-dark. Because maybe turned into a pumpkin before 7. I am. I will, Jay. Do me a favor, girls. Send me a picture of you. And I will make you up something. Bet. I got you. Yeah. Now, when she was talking heroes and villains, I was like, nah. Like for me, example, I'm not a hero or a villain. I'm an anti-hero. And a lot of people really don't know what that means. What that means is I try to do good, but I will get real dirty to make sure what's right is right. Like I'll go real fucking dirty to make sure justice prevails. So that doesn't make me a hero. It doesn't make me a villain. It makes me in between. That's all it is. Nothing special. I ain't Supergirl, and I ain't here to save the world. I'm here to save those that need saving. Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna work on that. Just send me a pic, and I got you. I'll make you up something. I'll send it to you. Let me think of. Ooh, I know. I got some ideas, Jay. I got some ideas. I mean, I'm all about helping my family, my friends, those people that deserve it. But there's a lot of people that don't deserve it, you know. There's a lot of people I've given my time to that didn't deserve it. And I'm sure, Jay, you've done that as well in your life. People you've come across that you put your time and energy to thinking that it was worth it when it really wasn't. You know? That's why I always tell people it's quality, not quantity.
I want to read this since you brought up John Wayne, because this is so interesting to me. John Wayne and Wyatt Earp actually met. There was a strong Hollywood story that suggests that when they met, Wayne was working as a prop man in the late
Yeah, the
20s.
prop guy. Yeah.
Wayne himself reportedly said that he imitated Earp's walk, talk, and that Earp was the man who actually done things in his life that I was trying to do in the movies. That is amazing.
Yeah. So if you really think about it, Wyatt Earp was a fucking asshole. If you think about it, he was a real dick, that fucking guy. He walked around like an arrogant asshole, tough guy. Just my opinion. That's how he portrayed his character. That's how the character he portrayed. And if you base it on Wyatt Earp, I have reason to believe that Wyatt Earp was an arrogant, tough guy asshole. But I also have other reasons to believe that based on history, historical
I
records.
say he'd have to be, though.
I mean, do you have to be?
Well, yeah, back
I
when
mean-
he was alive, that was the Wild West. I mean, my God, he
you
had
do
to be.
know, you do know that Wyatt Earp bordered on being a fucking criminal, right? And a murderer towards the end of his life. You do realize that he was rumored to be involved in stealing Stagecoach money in Tombstone. And that's what started his little war with Ike Clanton. Ike Clanton was not the fucking moron in the movie Tombstone portrayed him. He was actually very smart, very cunning. And if you think about it, he was the first Wild West mob boss. He was the boss of that whole fucking outfit that was going on down in Tombstone. Per historical record, newspaper articles, this guy, when he was having trouble with the Earps, right? Ike Clanton, he went to the news and spun the story to get the townspeople to back him. Genius. But Tombstone, the movie, will have you believing he's some bubbling fucking idiot. Oh no, that guy was a cunning fucking criminal. Cunning. He knew how to spin the story, he knew how to use propaganda, and he knew how to prey on the heartstrings of the townspeople to get the hatred towards the Earps. Especially after his brother was gunned down. And Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday went to trial because they actually stood trial for that. And then
Now,
Wyatt
Doc
Earp
Holliday
went on
was
this
a
whole...
Southern gentleman turned gunslinger.
Then Wyatt Earp decided to go on this big vendetta ride as a U.S. Marshal, ended up losing his badge and damn near became an outlaw. Because he was just going around killing people. He wasn't bringing them into justice. He was just executing them.
You know, as long as I've been a John Wayne fan, I never knew that he actually met Wyatt Earp. That blows my mind. That is crazy to me. That is amazing. I'm going to have to do some more reading up on that because that's so awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I did a stream on it. I just, like when I did my Tumbleweed Tuesdays, the whole thing about Tombstone, the Wild West, like, oh yeah, there's newspaper articles where
Wild West, you had to be a fucking asshole. You had to fight. You had to kill people. That was just a way of life.
Not everybody. There's murder, and then you do realize there were serial killers in the Wild West, right? I did a whole
I'm sure
series
there
on Wild West
was,
serial
but I
killers.
mean, seriously, you had to kill in order to live. It was it was kill or be killed. That's why it was the Wild West.
Kill
It was
within
kill
reason.
or be killed.
They
It
had
was a
law
rough
and order.
life. Some of them did. Some of them didn't. Some of them were on the take.
No different than today.
Yeah, except today it was, back then it was a
Oh,
fair
Black
fight.
Chicago.
You could
How many
actually
people-
shoot
How
somebody
many
back then
people
and
are
get away with
dead? How many people got shot and killed in the streets of Old Block, Chicago right now? How many people?
it. God, I don't know. That's bad.
How many corrupt politicians and police officers are paid off right now by some corrupt organization?
In Chicago or all over.
All over.
That goes on everywhere.
Same thing is what I'm saying. Is it's no different back then than today.
But yeah, I think that is so interesting.
1 second.
Make me a sexy Catwoman with long whip and high black heels. Yeah. All right. Take care. She said, period. That sounds like an awesome outfit. That sounds like an outfit that I want to wear. Because that sounds cool as shit. We will be here in a minute. Oh, no, I was saying take care to K-Fam. He's leaving.
Oh, Jay, you're going to love this picture, girlfriend. You're going to love it. I love it. It looks really good. I'm sending it to you right now, girl. I hope you like it. All right. I'm gonna Harlow, I think we should go. It's 2:30.
Yeah.
Trip is live, and I kind of want to go over and support my fam over there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So I want to go. I think we're gonna go, right? I mean, we've been on 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours. Usually we don't stay on this long with Sisters in
Nah.
Grief.
Especially not with Sisters in Grief. So
We usually just stay on for an hour.
yeah, so we're gonna get out of here, but we are gonna leave you with something inspiring. And this is my theme song. Well, at least my theme song today. And pretty much most of the time. But we're gonna leave you something inspiring. We love you guys. Take care. We will see you in the next chat. Say goodbye, Harlow.
Goodbye, Harlow.
Bye, Harlow.
I'll pick my battles cause I know I'm gonna win the war. I'm not rattled cause I shattered all of this before. Steadier than steel cause I'm ready with my shield and sword. Back on the saddle cause I gathered all my strength for more. And I won't bow, I won't break. No, I'm not afraid to do whatever it takes. I'll never bow, I'll never break. Cause I'm a warrior, I'll fight for my life like a soldier. All through the night and I won't give up. I will survive, I'm a warrior. And I'm stronger, that's why I'm alive. I will conquer, time after time, I'll never falter. I will survive, I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. Like a Viking, I'll be fighting through the day and night. I'll be marching through the darkness till the morning light. Even when it's hard, I like the armor, you will see me shine. No, I won't stop and I won't drop until the victory's mine. And I won't bow, I won't break. No, I'm not afraid to do whatever it takes. I'll never bow, I'll never break. Cause I'm a warrior, I'll fight for my life like a soldier. All through the night and I won't give up. I will survive, I'm a warrior. And I'm stronger, that's why I'm alive. I will conquer, time after time, I'll never falter. I will survive, I'm a warrior. Oh, oh, you can't shoot me down, you can't soldier all through the night, and I won't give up. I will survive. I'm a warrior.